What's up guys, my name is Alex. If you guys are new here, I am the owner of AMS Manufacturing and Printing, amstransfers.com. We are a custom DTF and custom screen print transfer supplier located in Houston, Texas. We've been printing UV DTF transfers for a little over 6 months now, and something that is still new to us. So I wanted to make this video because a lot of you guys ask all the time, how do you do your UV transfers? How do UV DTF work? And everything like that. So I wanted to make this video today and kind of going over everything. So in this video, you're going to learn exactly how UV DTF transfers are printed, how you can apply them, what properties, what surfaces work best to actually take the UV DTF transfers, some of their advantages over traditional transfers, and so much more, guys. So if this sounds like a video that you're going to be interested in, grab a snack, let's just get started. All right, so let's just start from square one. What the heck is a UV DTF transfer? So you guys, I'm sure if you have been watching the videos on this channel for a while, know already what a DTF transfer is. DTF transfers are just normal heat transfers that you use, that you print using one of these DTF printers behind me. You then use a heat press, iron, some sort of heat applied method to then get that design onto your garment, t-shirt, jacket, whatever it is. The difference between a normal DTF transfer and something like this peel and stick is the peel and stick comes with a carrier sheet that allows you to peel off the backing and expose the sticky side of the actual design. So what that means is no longer do you have to actually heat the design up to activate the adhesive properties. It's just going to come automatically sticky. So, and take my word for this, when you do try to stick any part of the design, you don't get a second chance. So you can't just like stick it, oh, I gotta just change the size. It's on there. UV DTF transfers stands for ultraviolet light, and the ultraviolet light is going to be used when actually printing the transfers. So that ultraviolet light is gonna come over the DTF ink immediately after it's been printed to cure and harden it. So no longer are you going to have to run your transfers through a oven cure to make sure that that adhesive melts to just the right temperature. The UV light is going to completely cure and harden the ink as it's being printed, so that as soon as the ink has been printed on the design, that UV transfer is ready to be applied. Some of the key benefits with a UV DTF transfer are going to be the immediate use. You can take a design like this and instantly apply it to anything, a mug, a water bottle, a table, whatever it is. This is a ready to go product. You don't need any extra tools or any extra materials to actually use this UV DTF transfer. Another key consideration when choosing a UV DTF transfer is going to be the fine detail that you can actually achieve with a UV print. So I'll get a close-up for you guys of this actual design, but this shows you just the ability that you can actually get when it comes to fine detail with UV DTF. It's one of the strong suits that actually comes with this type of decoration method, and something that a normal DTF transfer could not even come close to. Another thing is going to be the vibrancy of the colors. I mean, just look at this. This looks amazing. It's not going to fade over time in the sun or anything because it already is cured with UV. So in theory, the more UV light from the sun is only going to make that transfer harder. But that doesn't just stop there. The durability of these UV DTF transfers is almost unmatched, to the point where you kind of have to be careful on what you put this on. Something like a car door, if you ever wanted to take off the UV DTF transfer, well, the car door paint is going to be coming off with the transfer. And then last but not least, just another important thing to note is these are easy to store and save for extended periods of time. Because they are completely sealed between the carrier sheet and the backing, the ink is not exposed to the outside elements, your environment, the humidity in your room, wherever it is that you're storing these. You don't have to worry about that like you would normally with a standard DTF transfer, where the adhesive and the ink side is going to be exposed to the environment, the air around you. So with that in mind, you can store UV DTF transfers for significantly longer and without the normal necessary precautions that you would require for a standard DTF. So this is all well and good, but I guess I'm wondering, why is this really shaking up the custom industry, promo products, customization in general? I mean, DTF has been around for what, 4 years now? Why is UV DTF suddenly the hot new girl on the block? For me, it really just comes down to the revolutionary increase in speed and productivity that we can achieve with UV DTF. I mean, something like this, if I were to purchase just one of these, I can then decorate one tumbler. So before, if I wanted to possibly decorate some tumblers, decorate a mug, whatever that was. I could either do sublimation or there was pad printing. But in the past, pad printing typically came with very high minimums because they would have to make the screen for the actual design. You would be limited in colors, and there was a whole bunch of setup that was typically involved. There also has been in the past direct UV printing, so they would put this like water bottle or whatever on a actual flatbed printer, and then a UV printer would come and print the design directly onto the water bottle. So all of those things, everything that I've mentioned so far, except for UV DTF transfers, is going to come with minimum order quantities. You're gonna have to order at least 24, 48, maybe even 150, 300 quantities for you to be able to just put your logo on a Yeti water bottle, on a ceramic mug, that kind of a thing, if you did want to actually get it done from somebody. But what the amazing thing about UV DTF is now, you can order basically any size transfer you want. So if you just wanted a 3x3 UV DTF transfer to put on a ceramic mug, you can order just one of those, get your ceramic mug from Michael's, wherever, Amazon, and then you can literally decorate the mug yourself for very little money, for no setup at all, and you don't have to order a certain amount. There's no minimum order quantities when it comes to actually decorating products with UV DTF transfers. This can also be game changing for industries or companies who typically deal with a lot of heat sensitive materials. I know that there is for sure a lot of fabrics that simply just cannot take the heat that is required to actually activate the adhesive on the backing of a DTF or a screen print transfer. So with all of that to say, if you don't have to worry about actually using heat to activate the adhesive is already ready to go, then that can open up a huge wide range of products that we are otherwise completely off of the table because you couldn't get them on a heat press, they couldn't withstand the heat, they couldn't do really whatever. With these UV DTF, you can put them on anything that you can get it to stick to. So if it's a hard surface, it doesn't even necessarily have to be hard. If it is a surface that you can get this to stick to, you are good to go. There is no extra steps, no extra tools, nothing that you need to worry about to actually get the design onto whatever you're trying to place it on. Okay, so I mentioned that there was no heat required, and that obviously is a big thing, but what does that really mean for your workflow? So, I mean, first and foremost, I think that those of you who have used DTF transfers before in the past, with a heat press, with an iron, whatever it is, we've all been there. We've all flown just a little bit too close to the sun, touched our hand, our finger, whatever it is, to the heat press and got ourselves a nice little blister. We've all been there, and the heat press, while I'm sure that we have kind of like made some improvements so that we don't do that every single time, it can still happen. And if you can just simply avoid the process of even the need to turn on your heat press, get it up to temperature, and then start working, that can save you so much time, energy, and manpower, since you're not going to have to worry about training the operator to operate the heat press safely and efficiently. They can simply just like sit at a desk and peel and stick these UV DTF transfers onto mugs, onto signs, onto tables, onto whatever it is. The other thing is going to be the rapid turnaround time that you can offer using UV DTF. So if you were to order one of these UV DTF transfers from us, for example, we get your order in today, it's going to get printed and shipped to you within 1 to 2 days, and then you would have that transfer in your hand maybe another day. So with all of that, you could have the designs that you need for your order in your hand within like 3 days. So you have your designs in your hand in 3 days. You can source the blank promo products, whatever it is you're going to be putting them on, and then all of that be ready to go in 3 days, compared to what would normally cost just like 7 days to even get your order started if you were actually getting something like this printed with a promotional products distributor, with a printer, whatever it is. The turnaround time is going to be significantly longer, and now that you can just do it all yourself, you can take that down significantly. And then what do they always say? Time is money, right? So with you being able to now offer a faster service that is more compelling to your customers, and that can in turn allow you to command a higher price. not only a higher price because you're doing a faster turnaround time, but you're also offering your clients lower minimums. So Joe Schmo down the street might be like, hey, I can do this order for you in 2 weeks and you're gonna need to order 24, but you can now say, I can get this order done for you in 5 days and you only need to order one. Which is a better option, which is a more compelling offer? I'll let you be the judge of that. All right, but let's actually get to some common questions and answers that we get for our UV DTF transfers from our clients, from you guys on the videos, everything. Number one, I think probably first and foremost is going to be, are UV transfers durable and are they weather resistant? Yes and yes. UV transfers are not only durable, but they are specifically designed for extended durability, water and weather resistance, scratch resistance, and a whole 9 yards. UV DTF transfers can hold up super well, whether that be indoors, outdoors, on a car, wherever it is. These UV DTF transfers, like I said earlier, are cured with UV ink. So if you can have some more UV from the sun, whatever it is, that's just going to make the transfer harder and more cured over time. What materials can UV DTF be applied to? They are extremely versatile. You can apply them to glass, leather, plastic, acrylic, wood, ceramic, basically any clean, hard surface. And again, it doesn't even really need to be hard. You can apply a UV DTF transfer to. As long as it can stick, you are good to go. Now, this question is from those of you guys who might be working with sublimation in the past, and that is, can you print white ink with UV DTF? And absolutely you can. That is, again, one of the hallmark things that DTF offers, and UV DTF is no different. You can print white ink on any color, any design that you need it on. So if you want to use it as a backing, you can do that. If you want to use it for in the design, good to go. White ink is completely and totally printable, but I also don't want you to be confused, because depending on who you order your UV DTFs from, it can come with a white backing, but that is simply just the backing. There is also clear options, which if you guys do order from us at amstransfers.com, we do use the clear ones. We found that it makes it a lot easier to kind of differentiate where exactly the design is and how it's looking. So for that reason, we have used the clear, and that's what we're using going forward. But there is also a white backing that you guys just keep an eye out for if you're looking for it. That doesn't mean that there is going to be a big white rectangle or whatever behind your design. That's just the backing. Is UV DTF better for short custom runs? I think you guys know the answer to this, and that is a big fat absolutely. One of the best things that is about UV DTF is the ability to do small runs, to say yes more, and to allow your customers to place orders with lower minimum order quantities or no minimum order quantities. All right, so real quick, let's just go over a couple of things before we wrap up here. Some of the main things and the key differentiating factors with UV DTF transfers are going to be shortened turnaround times. You can have these transfers in your hand and ready to go in days rather than weeks. Reduced operating costs. You're not going to have to use any heat presses, no investments in the actual heat press. You're not going to have to worry about running the heat press, the electricity costs. Thirdly, you can expand your product offerings. So before, like I said, you were limited to things that could actually be put on a heat press that could withstand the heat from the heat press to actually cure the DTF transfer. Now that you don't have to worry about heating it, getting it on the heat press, making sure that you can position it just right. With UV DTF, none of that is important, and you can now open up the Pandora's box when it comes to products that you can put logos on, products that you can customize for your customers, that you can offer with your logo on it. Options are endless, and they're completely up to you to kind of express your creativity however you find fits best for whatever. It's just another tool in your arsenal that you can use. Higher quality and more fine detail. Believe me, when I actually realized the amount of fine detail that we can print using our UV DTF transfers, it was game changing. We before would not have even thought that we could print something as small to put onto like a pen, and we literally did that just this week. So we are now printing UV DTF transfers to put on pens, which we are throwing in all of our orders as kind of just like a little freebie. So something nice that we can do, give our customers something with our brand on it. And I think that it's really great, and it enables, UV DTF enables us to do this. Whereas before, if we wanted to order something like this from Vistaprint, 4imprint, whatever it is, they would have a 150 minimum, and the minimum, or the price at that minimum would be like $3 or $4. Not sustainable. I was literally able to make this pen. I got the pen for like $1 on Amazon, and then if you actually include the price of the UV DTF transfer, it brings it up to like $1.20. And then if you include my time, I was able to make this pen for like $2, including my labor costs. Are you looking to try UV DTF transfers yourself? Well, I am glad that you guys made it this far in the video. If you are looking to place an order, we offer UV DTF transfers at a very comparable rate, at an affordable rate. And if you guys are looking to order, you can place your order on amstransfers.com and it'll get printed and shipped within 1 to 2 days for your delivery. So we are based in Houston, Texas. We offer calculated rates to anywhere in the US, so you guys can save on shipping. Flat rate, free shipping at $100. So if your order is anywhere over $100, you're gonna get free standard shipping, but it doesn't just stop there. Orders over $250 get free 2-day shipping, and then get this, guys, orders over $300, free next day shipping. So you place your order for these UV DTF transfers, it's over $300, your order is gonna get printed and shipped 1 to 2 days, you're gonna get it in your hand the next day. Something to think about, guys. If you are interested, feel free to check us out, amstransfers.com. From there you can order DTF transfers for same day turnaround time before 3 p.m. So you place your order before 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, we're gonna get that order printed and shipped for you, no matter the size, no matter what. We're getting that order printed and shipped for you that same day. That is just our standard DTF though. Keep in mind the UV DTF does have a 1 to 2 day business. So yeah, guys, stay ahead of your competition, keep innovating, keep on trying new things, and I really am excited to see what you guys create with our UV DTF transfers. I'll see you in the next video. If you haven't already, get subscribed. Something like 60% of those of you who watch these videos are not subscribed. What are you doing, man? Get subscribed. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Comment anything you guys want to see more of, any questions you might have about this video, and I'll see you in the next time.
Check this out.